I can see my man TB is all fired up about a tie.
I got a piece
McNabb and the Eagles facing the Ravens. We'll talk about all the early games. Their kickoffs come up next. If you got a late game, we'll come back here to talk more.
Fox Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Ravens-Eagles teams have had their ruffled feathers lately in 40-degree temperature, but clear and little wind. Chris Myers welcoming you back here in Baltimore, getting ready for the kickoff. Frustration, desperation for the Eagles started this week when Andy Reid ripped into his team, inferring that jobs would be on the line. A players-only meeting called by Brian Dawkins, more about accountability and not finger-pointing. Asante Samuel said teammates said it's the angriest they've ever seen Andy Reid, and he had a right to be. The last time there was a players-only meeting, Sam and Tim, was earlier this year after Game 5 when Donovan...
Have you heard? Harvey Keitel recently starred as Jerry Springer in the Broadway premiere of Jerry Springer, the Opera. Huh.
There was a players-only meeting, Sam and Tim, was earlier this year after Game 5 when Donovan McNabb called it. The Eagles went on a 3-game winning streak. They hope that starts today, but Harbaugh and the Ravens have other ideas.
And there is Donovan McNabb, who needs to have a big game. The Eagles won the toss of the coin. They have elected to defer to the second half. Donovan McNabb on a chilly afternoon has the gloves on. David Akers set to kick off to Yamon Figures, and we're underway in Baltimore. The bouncing kick goes right through Figures into the end zone, where he downs it for a touchback. So the Ravens will start from the 20-yard line. And the rookie out of Delaware, Joe Flacco, starts at quarterback. Willis McGahee, LaRon McClain. We'll see a lot of Ray Rice. Derek Mason is the leading receiver. The top tight end is Todd Heap. We'll see Daniel Wilcox as well. Defensive line, Adam Terry starting in place of Jared Gaither. McClain and McGahee in the backfield as they split out. McClain and they motion McGahee. Empty backfield for Flacco on first down. Being rushed, and it passes off the hands of Todd Heap, incomplete. Good pressure from Jaquay Parker.
Both of those inside defensive tackles, Sam, Mike Patterson and Broderick Bunkley, are going to have a good game today. And we call it the inside triangle because the tip of that triangle is Stuart Bradley right behind him at middle linebacker. Baltimore loves to run the football. They need to run the football for the young quarterback Joe Flacco. So that inside trio, the two defensive tackles and the middle linebacker, it's a must that they play well for Philadelphia.
But the Eagles have Flacco where they want him in 3rd and long, 3rd and 9, third wide receiver. Yamon Figures in, and Ray Rice out of the backfield. Pressure on Flacco. Gets rid of it. It's juggled and dropped. Intended for Derek Mason. The Eagles had it well covered. And that's an outstanding defensive series for the Eagles to start the game.
Well, and this takes time, so watch what happens. Watch Darren Howard come from behind and Biamiri from the front, and they just sandwiched Joe Flacco. Baltimore has forced 3 turnovers.
Nada is eligible on the left side. 3rd and goal just inside the 2. The play fake. Flacco rolling, throwing.
And these 2 lake effect snow bands continue. I'll tell you when they're going to diminish, plus your full weekend forecast tonight on News Final.
What a grab! Ninth touchdown pass of the season thrown by Joe Flacco. offensive lineman in for blocking on the extra point try as the man called. So now the extra point comes from the 15-yard line for Matt Stover, who has made 372 consecutive point afters. And this is 373, an NFL record.
So, did you get anything good for the holidays?
Oh, I got a pretty cool gift.
Give the gift of Tim Hortons coffee, the new China mug.
I could get her a Canadian Tire gift card again.
$50, Dad, or $100?
Give the gift of choice this Christmas with a gift card from Canadian Tire.
Looks middle, and he's got Marshall for the touchdown. He beats Antoine Bethea for the 7-yard hookup.
You didn't take any out of there, did you?
No, I didn't.
You just looked at it? And...
For some reason, I said, you know, I'll wait and see how this NFL thing goes.
Yeah, it's in Mike's count, there were a couple of thousand missing in the bag. You decide.
The World Series of Poker is the richest sporting competition in the world, and yet it pales in comparison to the 500,000 people who are gambling on the internet right now, even though it's illegal and unregulated in the U.S., which partly explains how a few cheaters were able to steal more than $20 million playing poker online.